The materiality for me is the collection, the history behind the pieces. I mean, the clothes tell a story. Hi there, my name is Michel Dumont. I'm the mother of the House of Dumont, and we're here with Behind the Seams with Michaella, Montana.
Welcome to Behind the Seams, Michelle. I'm so grateful to have you. You've showcased in the Indigenous Fashion Arts Festival. Talk to me about the collection that you debuted.
My collection was inspired by the Dodam, the clan system of my mother's Ojibwe heritage and mine. I took some vintage evening clothes and I decided to upcycle them and breathe new life into them. So sometimes that meant adding Swarovski crystals in the shape of a turtle. And then I did a dentalium shell dress from the 90s that I appliqued on with safety pins and with sinew. And I made it look like a harness on going over the shoulders and underneath. It was so pretty. It was very punk rock with these, open leggings.
Talk to me about the materials that you used in this collection.
In 2021, I took a plastics residency at Banff, and I learned about microplastics, and I learned about, trying to keep things reused instead of constantly discarding things. So that changed my practice somewhat. I was doing a lot of cellophane packing tape dresses, and I still do that. But then I concentrated on collecting pill bottles from coast to coast to coast, from Iqaluit to Halifax to Vancouver. I now have about 3,000 bottles. People sent me their bottles with these wonderful letters, explained their trials and tribulations with medication. Because it's a double-edged sword. And as a disabled artist, I have a complicated history with medication because as much as it can be lethal, it can be helpful. And so I made a cape out of all these pill bottles, and I called them deadly flowers. If you stay deadly, you ain't gotta get deadly. Is that it? I know, that's a riff on RuPaul. I'm trying.
But it works for us because everything's deadly.
I know, right? And so these flowers, there was the soft flowers on top of my wheelchair model who's disabled. So I had flowers from the dollar store, and they were going to be thrown away. And there was a bag of them from my sister-in-law. And I said, no, don't throw them out. And so Bonnie's flowers have went down a couple of runways now. The pill bottles, I'm referencing Paco Rabanne and his paillette dresses and the chainmail dresses, right? My iced princess dress or my star dress with shells on, that's referencing Terry Mugler. We're used to working with traditional materials like fur and moose hide and tanning, but the materiality for me is the collection, the history behind the pieces. I mean, the clothes tell a story.
I think it's so important for us to talk about our identity as Indigenous people and how a lot of us are mixed.
My goodness,
and
yes.
I'm a fair native, you're a fair native.
Yes, I took a DNA test. I finally had enough money to do that. And I found out that I was 80% French. I wanted to look in my dad's DNA. I really wanted to see if there was any indigeneity on the French side of my family. So all the indigeneity is on my mother's side. I'm just under a quarter. But the thing is, we could use that to weaponize, right? And I understand that, there's a lot of pain in the community. I have had it myself. I've been sober for 25 years. One of the basic tenets in AA is being honest, and I'm an open book. And so if you want to, be upset with my mix, it was the Native women in my family that raised me, not the Frenchmen. Although my Frenchmen, they were there.
No, I just want other people like us to take something from you, stepping into yourself and owning your identity.
So it's always been a part of me. First powwow I went to, I was 19. And my mother, because of the Indian day school, she raised us to speak English perfectly. And that school system, the Indian day school system, which was similar to the residential school system, made her hate herself. She wanted me to speak perfect English. I read 5 dictionaries by the time I was 12 years old. We had to assimilate.
So how have you used fashion to heal and reclaim your identity?
Being able to have these discussions, and thank you for letting me.